Now look at Willem Dafoe. You've seen the edits, you've scrolled past the deepfakes, and for years his name has dominated the what if conversation. That face isn't a reminder of the Joker, it is the original blueprint. Walking around 100 years later, somehow never casted for the role. But not for me. I'm gonna draw a poster for a Joker movie starring Willem Dafoe, but as an artist, just drawing him as Joker isn't enough. If I'm going to do this, I want it to be definitive. I want to find a version of Joker that would actually fit the persona of Willem Dafoe. So I did what any self-respecting nerd would do when they need a consensus. I asked the folks over r/Joker a simple question. If Willem Dafoe played the Joker, which comic version would be best for him? To be honest with you, I expected a split decision. Maybe the Grant Morrison era or the Arkham Asylum or maybe just the Dark Knight series. But one title kept coming to the top. The Killing Joke. It kinda makes perfect sense. It's the writing of Alan Moore and art by Brian Boland. It's the story that gave us the one bad day philosophy. The idea that any person under the right pressure can shatter completely. That's the only Joker story that would hold an actor like Willem Dafoe without breaking. To draw this out to bridge a century of history, Boland's Joker is famous for being deeply and disturbingly human right up until the moment he isn't. As I'm drawing these lines, I'm realizing I don't need to change Willem Dafoe's facial features at all. Nature didn't just give him a face, it gave him a landscape. His joke about the rubbery quality of his expressions, but it's just his greatest weapon. He has the rare ability to look like he's wearing a mask while his face is completely bare. He doesn't need a redesign, he just needs a suit. But I wonder, why did Reddit choose the Killing Joke for Defoe? In my opinion, it's because this character requires an actor who can handle a symphony of madness. Even before Hollywood, Defoe came up in the experimental theater of 1970s New York, the Wooster Club. He learned to use his body as something uncomfortable, something that would make an audience feel wrong just by existing in a space. Think back to Norman Osborn, that mirror scene in the first Spider-Man. It wasn't CGI, it was a masterclass in muscle control. He managed to play two distinct entities in a single frame, switching from vulnerability to predatory malice in a single breath. That duality, that mechanism, that is the Joker. Even in The Lighthouse, he showed us a man who was comfortably logically insane. He doesn't play madness as chaos, he plays it as the only reasonable conclusion someone could reach. You follow his thinking even as it horrifies you. That is the only way to play the Joker of the Killing Joke. What's fascinating is that Defoe gets it. He's floated the idea himself of playing the Joker imposter, someone so obsessed with the legend that they transform into it. He understands the burden of the character. He knows it's not just about love, it's about what it does to a person to see the world as one big cruel joke, and decides to be the only one who gets the punchline. Whether he's playing a saint, a soldier, or a sea captain, you can feel that spark. You can see the potential for the greatest performance the comic book genre never actually saw. We may never see Willem Dafoe step into the purple suit on the big screen. The cinematic universes have moved on, the timing never aligned. But in the world of art, this poster is my way of closing the loop. This poster isn't really a what if, it's more like a recipe. It's a proof that this casting existed in bone structure, in craft, and in everything Defoe has built over 50 years, whether or not a studio ever put it on film. This is Willem Dafoe, the Joker who was always there, hiding in plain sight.